what's up? It's me. I hope you're feeling good. I hope you're looking good. Thanks for stopping by. I'm your nosy neighbor lady. It's your nosy neighbor lady show. And there was a topic of a video I saw this morning, and it was about are men master manipulators or are women just gullible? And I wanted to take another angle on it. And the twist I want to put it on it is are men master manipulators or or women just afraid to admit that they want to have hanky panky. Yeah, that women want pain, that women get horny, that women want to do it. And I think, I was watching Shira one day, and a lady was like, she was like, "Oh, you don't want to be a mattress roller," which I think is the funniest term ever. And one lady got in the comments like, "Well, what if that's all I want from a man is sex?" And she's like, she went to talk, but then she kind of stopped, and she was like, "Wait, how old are you?" And the lady was like, "I'm like 45," and she was like, "Oh, girl, you know what you want. Do what you want to do. Like whatever you feel, do what you want to do." Because I think that of course, society shames women for being lustful or wanting sex or wanting to have intercourse for her own personal selfish reasons, that is for an orgasm or because it feels good or just for the pleasure of it all. And I just find that in society, especially American society, where we celebrate purity and we tell women to stay virgins and what's your body count, and you're a 304 if you do this or that. And I think that some women claim manipulation because it just sounds better, because the gist of this video is like, you're not manipulated, girl. If a man tell you, what the girl say, if a man tell you he love you within 2 weeks, you just wanted love. You know he wasn't serious. He didn't trick you out your panties. You know what I'm saying? And then there's advice like, oh, make him give you a commitment before you have intercourse. And it's like, anybody could say anything. But it's also a general consensus that a lot of these men are not lying to women. A lot of men will tell you up front, like, hey, I'm not looking for nothing serious. But women pursue these men anyway. Hey, I just want to have a good time. I just want fun. And then women feel like they could change a man. But I also feel like I feel like some women just not honest with themselves, and you want to know if he packing, and you want to feel it, and you want to see what he do. Just point blank, period. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think there's anything admitting that as a woman, because then you can be more honest with yourself about what you want and what you desire. Now, if you want to do it because you think you're going to put it on him or convince him to like you or convince him that you have the best this and the best that, I find that men who like women, they kind of like them anyway. They kind of like them anyway. Um, I don't really think that vag is a decision making thing that women think it is. Just like beauty's not. It could be a beautiful woman. That don't mean a man like her personality. That don't mean he like her attitude or non-attitude. That don't mean he like her sex. Like, I don't think sex is a determining factor for men, especially if it's given freely. I don't think it'll make a man like you more or wife you or be your girlfriend. Now he will continue to use your body. Yeah, yeah. Anybody will use something if it's free. Anybody want anything that's free. Why not? I want some free stuff right now. I just don't know where to get it. Well, not a free pain, not that, but things that are free really don't have value. Things that are easily attained don't have value. But I also think that in this equal society, and where there's still double standards, especially about women's bodies, I think that some women just need to be honest with themselves and know, girl, you might just want to roll in the hay. You might want to see what he packing. But I think it kind of make women feel better when they be like, "Oh, what happened to the other man?" And it's like, "Oh, he was this and he was that and he was this and he was that." When if you be honest, you kind of really knew he wasn't offering you anything. You really kind of knew he didn't have anything worth value or keeping around. As social creatures, human beings, we want somebody to want us. Yeah. Sometimes it's the thrill of chasing or being chased. Sometimes it's the thrill of knowing if he want to be with you or don't, or if he want to see you again. Not necessarily that you would entertain that or should to me. I don't think, even if you want to see what somebody packing, I don't think you should just give your body multiple times to somebody who's not benefiting you or giving you anything or no type of provisions or no type of nothing anywhere. Whether you just want to see what he was packing or not. Because you shouldn't treat yourself as a free ride. You can go to the amusement park, whenever you want. You can go. But I wouldn't, don't nobody want to ride the Batman ride every day. That's how feelings get involved. That's how people get attached. I don't know. I've never been good with intimacy. Uh, I know that now being older. I was never good with intimacy. I never wanted to lay up with somebody and be around somebody and we didn't have a relationship. I never wanted to be around me unless he was out spending money and we were on a date. That's different. But I never wanted to be around me and just laying up and continuously giving him my body with nothing in return. I think that's where women mess up. And even with the stereotypes and the stigma with one night stands or one day stands, depending on the day you do it, I think that it's harder for women to move along. When I think that moving along will get you faster to your partner who really might like you and want to be with you or who really might take you out or value you. But I don't think it's smart to just keep giving your putting miles on your vag with a person that's not giving you anything. Yeah, you might want to see what was going on. You went, you saw, you looked it by. That's not something you should invest your time in. Nothing you should take seriously because as a woman, you're gonna get attached. You're gonna get attached. It's like the only women who don't get attached are women who really want to see what he had going on and what he was packing, and they keep going. They just want to see. Or they just want to do a she-go gas to prove a point. Those male and she-go gas is like, men more so do it than women, but women have it. Women have it. Whereas like, I put it on them. I just wanted to do that. I just want to put it on them for whatever reason. She-go. It's just she-go. Ego gas. That's all it is. But I feel like if you really like a guy, what's the time frame to give a guy this or that or the other? Depending on your requirements. I used to get on here a lot. And actually, I used to get upset with women because you all really didn't know what you wanted. And I think a lot of women don't know what they want. And sometimes you just want somebody to want you. And it's not necessarily him. You just want to be wanted. And I so get that. Like, even the guy I was calling, the older guy I was dealing with, I just want him to want me. Do I really want to be with him? Do I really see something there? Do I really have love for him or real like? No. I just wanted him to keep chasing me. But after the chasing done and he see he wasn't getting what he wanted and I wasn't getting what I was wanting and I had to keep tricking him out of this and tricking him out of that and all that, it was really dead. I just wanted to be wanted. That's all. So I could say no. Because the other times I said yeah. But that's all. It's just a mind game. Every man woman relationship is a game. And women, I don't want to play that game, and that's not fair. And why can't I just be myself? And why don't men just and why? It's the way of the world. I hate to play. I hate the game. I hate the game. I don't know why these earrings keep turning around, but they're really cute. I never wear them out because I know I'll lose them. But I don't even think I have no current turquoise or cyan outfits right now. Yeah, this is just a shirt. I don't wear this shirt no more. This y'all shirt. But yeah, like this video if you can, if you feel comfortable. But also I feel like if you want a man and all this good stuff, even a man on the video, what he was saying, the woman's like, oh, are you dating for marriage? He was like, well, I'm just dating for good times and vibes. And she gave it up to him. And he just clearly told her what he wanted, and she gave it up. But she was intentionally dating for marriage, or she was just saying that to get him to think something about her. And I often say over here, men lie with intention to get things. Women lie to manipulate how people think and feel about them. It's not necessarily anything tangible. I'm lying because I want your money. I'm lying because I want you to take me out. I'm lying because I want you to get me hired at your job or whatever. Women are more so, I'm lying because I want you to see me in a certain light. I'm lying because I want you to think I'm not this or that person, whatever that is. Um, so the lies are more for social status and not for here, gimme. I'm lying because I want this about you. I'm lying because I'm trying to extract your wealth, your goods, your benefits, your connect to get into wherever you're. I'm trying to get your library card. You know what I'm saying? Like women more so lie about social acceptance of what they think other people are, about how people perceive them, which I'm really learning that over time. You know, I'm really learning that over time. Whereas women will be like, "Yeah, we're not in a relationship, but that's the only guy I'm having sex with." Whereas I fell victim to that more than a few times in my life. More than a few times, I kind of stayed with a guy a little bit because I knew that I was only having intercourse with him, but he might have not was loyal to me because we weren't in a relationship. But in your mind, it's better to be with one person. But if you're with one person and he's with 50 people, you with 50 people too, technically. So it don't matter what you do, technically. Just but as women, we rationalize these things in our mind because society has pushed this stuff on us, And I think if you want to ride that ride, but don't stay on that ride and don't keep riding it too long. But the key is to be honest with yourself about what you want at the time. If you want something future or long term, that requires planning. And dare I say manipulation. Dare I say being somebody else. Cause the one video that girl still ain't popped back up on my algorithm, and I don't know her name, but she gonna come back up. But she did a video talking about Shira Seven and her crew is like the real pick Mishas, and I kind of get what she's saying because it's like you're changing how you talk, you're changing how you walk, you're changing all this about yourself to get a man. Those women have goals in mind, and they know what their eyes on the prize. They not hoping and wishing and praying and lucking up on a man. They doing strategy to get the man they want and what they're seeking with strategy. Now, should you change your voice? I kind of hear her say, "Oh, be more feminine." This, but will I change my voice with a guy? No, but even y'all talking to me every day when I do videos, my voice kind of change and fluctuate depending on how I'm feeling. Just anyway, you know what I mean. But it's not what you do; it's always how you do. Now, should you go around changing your voice? No. But like me, I don't, my voice change all the time. Sometimes, depending on how I'm speaking, depending on what I'm talking about, depending on who I'm talking to. But she was like, they're the real pick Mishas. But even like the girl who gave her sister tips on how to bag an athlete, and women were like, oh, that's not right. No, that's called strategy when dating. In the black community, since we don't value relationships and don't have good relationships, family, friends, romantic, we don't know the value of relationships because the black community really traditionally doesn't have good relationship skills. So we don't see the value in getting a man with things, with provisions and resources because in the black community, men usually don't provide provisions and resources and things that are tangible that helps a woman out. So we wouldn't see the value. Even have people, I don't need a man, I don't want a man. Black women been saying that forever, like forever, ever, because black men really don't provide value to black women. They don't. They don't have real substance or family values or anything like that. So as black women, we don't see the value in bagging a man or getting a man, and we can't see how women could try to change themselves or mold themselves into being with or crafting themselves into being a woman for a man because manhood is not in the black community. But that's why I think it's important to know what you want. Do you want gifts? Do you want dates? Even if you're not looking for sex only, when a guy's telling you he want to have fun, you supposed to say, what type of fun do you want? He's going to say, what do you like? I like the bowl. I like to throw darts. I want to go to the amusement park. I want to go get a tattoo, whatever these things are. And then once you realize what she's going to say, oh, well, I don't like this and I don't like that, because his fun is sex to him. He's not going to say it outright. He might, but he's more than likely not. So then you know he won't. I don't think that men just fall for women out the gate. I think men grow to love women. I think men love women kind of over time. Like once they spend money and invest, like they say, spend money and invest. Once they keep taking you out and showing you they like you, that's how they learn they like you. Anybody can look at somebody and like what somebody look like. Anybody can have sex with somebody and like what they feel like. That don't mean they want to be with you. So I just think women, women like manipulation by men, and men like whores. Okay, that's the moral of the story. Absolutely no. No, it's really funny because I really, that's I really believe a lot of men like whores. Just being honest, I don't. I think something about taming a loose woman is interesting to them, and I think some about women being sexually promiscuous not being funny. A lot of women who are sexually promiscuous usually kind of, when I say whore, it's not even really a stable woman. It's more so really real whores and shit live very unstable lives. They might not have a car, they might not have a place, they might not have a job. You know what I'm saying? Even just when I was homeless, it seemed like more men liked me because I didn't have anything than now or than ever in my life when I had stuff. Like when I was young and I was in my little bitty apartment and there was a little bit of furniture in there, men like that because they feel better then. You know what I'm saying? Even Mark Curry from Hanging with Mr. Cooper, he had a joke like, "Oh, you can't date these young women. You go in their house, they only got one lamp." If I'm a grown ass man, that's saying the type of woman you choose, and that's saying that woman is that young, but you feel like somebody in her house because you got more than a lamp. And this man was like a star, and ain't no doubt in my mind he still got money. That's an old school reference. I don't know if you all look, but most of my demographic on this channel is my age, the majority. But it's just like, as a woman, if you don't know what you're seeking, you're asking to be manipulated. You're asking to be toyed with. You know what I mean? Like, even me, I know what I want, and I get what I want every time I take a dive. But girl, all that love and like stuff, it ain't for me. But I feel like I can help somebody out. But I think if I was younger and believed in all that, maybe or something. But after the things I've seen in my life and just time and this past year and just really seeing men in a whole different light, I don't know if I'm capable of loving a man ever again. Not, not unless it would have to be fair exchanges, no robbery every time. Every time I see him, it would have to be like that. Every time. Cause I even tried to like. Matter of fact, the old guy, I met him in a particular type of way, and my real neighbors know how I met him. And after wasn't no exchange, and I wanted him to kind of see if he would like me for me. He didn't really like me anymore because I wasn't requiring what I had required last time, and the time before that, and the time before that. So then I'm like, oh well, I kind of want to see him, and I kind of want to be physical because we had been being physical, and wasn't none of this involved. Changed the whole dynamic. Won't happen to me again. I know that. Won't happen again. And you can feel how you want to feel about my life or whatever that is, but I'm a scorned, broken woman, and I'm almost 40 years old. You think I'm finna be on this internet 50 times when I'm trying to get married and find a man and hope a man love me forever? I'm not against it who think it's coming, but the chances are so slim. It would be better if you're a woman with money. I don't ever suggest providing for a man, but if I was a woman of means and who really had the money and was so this lonely or so that lonely, I would pay a gigolo and call a service and get the man I want. That's the attraction I want, and go on a date and play date. Go home and do the wanky hanky panky, and then send him out his way. It's all an act anyway, whether you pay a man or not. But that's if I was older and I didn't look like this. I'm just saying, but it really don't matter how good looking you are, really. It really don't. But the good thing about looking young as an older woman, you can kind of finesse more. You can finesse more. And some women lie about their age. Some women against lying about their age. It depends on how you feel. Like me, I do see that men like younger women, and I like older men. So I do lie about my age because it benefits me, and I see the benefits there. Do men see bitterness or struggle or whatever these things they see in older women? Yeah. And then it's been times, many times, where I tell people my real age, and they say I'm lying. They be like, "You lying?" So I'm like, "You right, I'm lying." Or I might tell them over time if I get to know them, like, "Hey, that's not my," or they might say it. Ain't no way you such and such age. I'd be like, "You only saying it now because you know me, not because of how I look." Because you're hearing me talk and the references when you talk about music, when you talk about movies, when you talking about stuff that happened to you. Anybody your age or older are gonna piece together like, "Oh, you're not young." So, but that depends on your choice and what you want to do. Nothing wrong with honesty. Nothing wrong with looking for love at older ages, whatever age. I'm just saying that you can find love at an older age. But I think that person would still have to be older than you for you to benefit. Because if it's a younger person, most likely looking for a sugar mama. Now, do some men look up and women look up and find a younger man? Yeah, sometimes. Is it true love? Yeah, sometimes. I've seen comment sections about those things, and they're like, "Well, we've been together for such and such years," but they're not gonna tell you if they're the breadwinner. They're not gonna tell you that. Even just with all the women who are coming out as breadwinners in their relationships, where I thought it was a more so a black woman dynamic, which is probably still is bigger in the black woman home or in the black community that women are taking care of men. It's still other races of women who are the breadwinners. Still. And so it's just like, are you comfortable in that dynamic? But that's often when you chase a man and you want who you want, you gonna have to pay one way or the other. You gonna have to pay. But usually with men, you gonna pay multiple ways because men never stop. They don't stop nothing. They don't stop nothing. They gunning and gunning and gunning until the wheel run dry, baby. What is this? That's a video we been did, but this went way longer than I thought it would. But I just think the manipulation, it ain't that much manipulating going on. Women just don't want to take accountability for making bad decisions. And then some women, men do get you when you're vulnerable. Like when you're young, my daughter dad and my son dad, I only got with both of them for real because I was homeless and getting put out of my mama's house. I was getting put out of my mama's house. Did I live on the streets? No. But I was study getting put out of my mama's house. So I went to Ohio with my daughter dad, and he loved me. I ain't pay no bills. But definitely a effed up situation. First son, dad, met him as soon as I got back. Mama putting me out. Yeah, I'm finna go over to this man's house. He invited me over there. He not inviting me over there every day to talk. So I was living with him. But I didn't pick. If I could have picked a man, I never would have picked him or him. But we talking 20 years ago, so that don't even matter. It don't matter. But it's when you're young, you gotta learn and go through the motions. But chasing a man is a dead end street, baby. And if you want sex from a man, that's fine. Get your sex and run. Don't stay having sex with no man and giving him your vagina, hoping things change and thinking, oh, you the only one, or this is gonna work out one day, or he gonna like you one day. Men bodies and women bodies, two different things. Men brains, women brains, two different things. You can let the TV tell you they're the same. You can let the TV tell you whatever you believe, baby, but that don't make it true. But I guess I'll see y'all on the flip side, dip side. Yep, so have a good day, night, evening, whatever that is. Stay beautiful, wonderful you, and I shall return when I feel like it, right? Bye.